Yo, I'm back with the guest. We got Beasley on. Yo, Bees, what's good?
Yo, what's happening, man? What's going on, man? Thanks everybody for having me on again as usual. What's happening, man?
Nah, shit, chillin', man. First and foremost, how was N.o.m.e 6? Like, honestly, how was N.o.m.e 6?
6 was electrifying, man. Ask anybody that was in the building, man. I think it was some dope-ass battles that took place last night. 5 dope battles, you know what I mean? I got to watch them back on film to determine, how many of them are classics. But I definitely think all of them have a good level of replay and entertainment value.
Okay,
I had
okay.
a great time. I mean, I was working, but I saw some great shit take place.
Okay, so it seems to be like as far as T-Top and Briz and Chess and Av and them, it seems like they're real confident in them right now. They're making a lot of noise.
Yeah, man, they're really showing that they can control these big rooms. They're showing that they're pulling out names, man. These guys pulled names in the building last night. I mean, bodies in that building. You know what I mean? That building was packed last night. You know what I mean? And it was packed in the off season. Like, this is, November before Thanksgiving. This is not really like battle season. You know what I mean? And they were able to pull in a serious audience. Man, it's just a testament to URL's brand and, the brands of the newer MCs that are out here that are working, as well as some of the vets that were on the card as well. So.
Okay. So you're definitely satisfied. What all the matchups or what?
Yeah, pretty much, man. You know what I mean? From what I saw, I got to go back and watch them. We shot them in a new format, so I haven't seen, I haven't been able to watch it like on the computer yet because like some crazy card reader. Like with the cameras that we had, we had like broadcast type cameras that shot it. We had like 4 angles on it, so it was pretty good from what I saw. So they'll be going into the editor tomorrow. You know what I mean? We got to go to like an editing suite that has all the plugins for it to hook it up. So I'm excited. You know what I mean, to see how it came out. But from what I saw on the monitors and stuff, it looked great.
It was a good look from the monitors. Okay, all right, I got your stuff and shit. Tony Bro was in the building. He said it was definitely a fire, but he wasn't mad. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up. You have a stigma right now on it. You know what I'm saying? So much Daylyt. Like, what are your honest opinions? Not political, but honest opinions.
My honest opinion, I'm gonna just be all the way real. Like, I wasn't for certain that he was gonna show. You know what I mean? Because of the whole thing with Arsenal's thing. You know what I'm saying? Where he didn't show up at that event. But I just thought that it would be dope to have an extra matchup. You know what I'm saying? Just in case something like that would happen, because generally when that stuff happens with us, like if the fans are promised 5 battles and they get 4, it's like, oh my God, you robbed us. Oh, you did it so bad. And you know what I mean? They go crazy. So I figured I would have a sucker-free contingency plan, and it's a good thing that I did because I was able to put it into action. And, I mean, to me, like, whether he showed up or battled or not, that, to me, that honestly, that doesn't really bother me. What more so bothers me is the fans who traveled, who drove in, fans of his to see him, and he just let them down. Like, he didn't, just left them hanging. Like, people drove in hours. Some people drove in to see him. A lot of people felt like that was one of the weakest matchups on the card, and they didn't want to see it. You know what I mean? They're both talented MCs, but people were complaining about that match in particular as one that they didn't want to see. But, I mean, in the end of the day, it kind of worked in our favor a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, okay, look, 5 battles is what the people were guaranteed to see, right? It wasn't 6. So we got 5 battles. And then by him not showing up, he actually was like a conduit for us to put newer artists at the forefront on the main stage in a big slot of the evening. So when Chess and Av came out, man, they were jumping to the damn ceiling. They couldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? And it was great because then they both demonstrated a good amount of control of that room. You know, they seemed like, you know, they were professionals. They handled it well, and it was also shows the audience that the newer MCs can handle these big rooms. It showed them that these guys are ready. They took the matchup seriously. They're not doing jokes and gags. These guys are here to rhyme. They have bars and schemes. And it's crazy, man, because it's like you can see the development in the culture where these guys are actually showing up and performing better than they were. They're all getting better, not just better than what they are, just better as a culture. The culture's getting better, you know? So it was great. I had a good time. So,
all right, so B, so as far as the culture getting better, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, so is URL ever going to book Daylyt again after this?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it would have to really make sense. It's a high probability. It's a high probability. It's a high probability that he won't be booked again. You know what I'm saying? He had his great matchup with Mike P. And you know, I guess that's as far as it goes. I mean, I'm just surprised that he didn't show. I mean, he had his chance to perform in the big stage. You know, the stage that matters the most, the world's most respected. The place where the stars are born, where the legends make their mark, and he didn't take the opportunity to show up. So now that question will forever be lingering. Can he hang in the toughest room in battle rap? You know what I mean? People will never really truly know. You know, I know there'll be his little fans chiming in under the YouTube comments and they're probably beating their heads against their keyboards. What do you mean? Down Daylyt's one of the best in the world. And, you know, they're going crazy. Oh, my God. He's battled in big rooms before. He's never battled in a room that was as packed as N.o.m.e 6 was. He has that. That competed in that room with real battle fans. And he had his opportunity last night to really show up and do it. You know, he opted not to. He made a great new music video called The No Show. The shit is hilarious. You know, and the only reason why I'm able to laugh at it and find humor in it is because it didn't affect the show. It actually, him not performing actually made the show better because I got to preview two newer MCs that are going to be working, the guys that are serious, that want to work. You know, a lot of these guys are retiring, moving away from the culture. They're getting into different things. They're taking advantage of different entertainment opportunities, which is great. You know what I mean? And that's coming to a point in your career where you get burned out, you don't feel like you're advancing or nothing is going right, so you try to do music or you get on TV shows and you do other things that generate money and make you a big celebrity in other ways that are beneficial to you in your career. And you walk those different career paths. And I'm glad that these guys are taking these paths, and I don't think that they should stick around in battle rap if you're not going to take the culture serious. So that's my only thing. So I applaud him. I take my hats off to him. I think it was a brilliant publicity stunt to not show him and have a video already called The No Show. It was dope. It was his son in there dancing. I thought the shit was funny. You know what I mean? If I was losing, if I lost money from the situation or it hurt me in any type of way, then I probably would be a little upset. But I just learned to take it with a grain of salt because what can you expect from Daylyt? It's typical Daylyt shit. You know what I'm saying? So the people that are into him and that like that type of stuff, they're just into this for the entertainment value. And at the end of the day, this is wrestling. You know what I mean? So like we're the big bad vulture, and he's the wild and free wrestler, and he's out here making his jokes and his gags. So you know what I mean? I think it's all good at the end of the day. It's no big deal. Everybody's happy. I haven't heard anybody say that they were mad that the Daylyt battle didn't happen. Not one person has said that yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They were so excited about the other matchups, they weren't even focused on him not showing. It was just like, oh, okay, you know, it's Daylyt. You know, so.
You know what, Beasley? This nigga's a cancer to battle rap because and he does not need to be booked again, period. Here's my thing.
At all.
Why is there not a battle rap league union? Why are you not in? Like, now hear me out. I'm not saying you got to do business with King of the Dot or RBE or Bullpen, but why are you niggas not on the same page where if someone violates one major league, that he cannot just run to another league and be cool? Daylyt is doing an interview laughing about not showing up wearing a King of the Dot hat. Like that's not cool. He cannot violate URL and then be on the next King of Dot card, and it cannot be vice versa. Why y'all not doing that? Because I'm gonna tell you, Beasley, hear me out.
It's not just MCs either, too. It's a lot of these like these video outlets. You know, they like you see how you're checking him aggressively right now while we're on the phone. A lot of these other outlets won't check it. They like giggling and laughing, or these other leagues are chiming in and be tweeting it like it's funny. You know, like it's like a competition. Like, you know, get him, he didn't show. Daylyt really showed him. He didn't go to that URL event. No one cared. Daylyt was on URL because his fans rallied for him for years to be on URL. We were doing fine without Daylyt, and we will continue to do fine without him. You know what I mean? There's no one MC that controls what URL is. We're still going to sell tickets. We're still going to get views. No one is going to stop that. So I just feel like it's a disappointment to the fans who travel and drive for certain people. And when these guys don't show up with good performances or either show up at all, and, you know what I mean, that's whack. Or show or don't, or you're not prepared for something. So you try to come up with another way to, you know.
Yeah, but B,
play it off. Yeah.
Here's what I'm trying to say though. Like, all right, for instance, B Magic, he no showed versus y'all, and then went to King of the Dot the next weekend. That shit like that is what's fucking up with battle rap because you're not all together. These niggas have too much free reign. Too much. They really feel like
you're right. You're definitely right. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, just to be devil's advocate, it is business. You know what I'm saying? So while we all battle rap, we're all our separate companies, and everybody has that hand. So like, you know, these other leagues, they're not responsible for what somebody else does to us. You know, that's the route that somebody could take. Like, maybe as a community we all feel responsible because we want to build this art form that we love. But as a business, you know, any of the other leagues, they're not responsible for what someone does to URL, and URL is not responsible for what someone else does to them. You know, but look what happens though. Look at the karma though. You know what I'm saying? So he skips out. He goes, you know, to these other places, and now it's like, is anybody gonna book him now? The way that he's been going lately, is anyone gonna book B Magic? Is anyone looking to book B Magic right now? People are still booking him.
Yeah.
Where's he gonna be next?
I mean who knows, man? You gotta understand it, man.
I don't think anybody's booking it right now. I honestly don't believe that either. I mean, that's what. But see, it's a combination of things, man. You know, sometimes I think with us, guys freeze up. They know what it means to lose on URL. They don't want to lose here, so they'll come up with some story or an excuse or no story, or make some reason or gripe of why they did not come after they signed the contract and took money and knew in their right mind that they were going to take the battle, and then thought about it and what the potential was. That's why I commend a young man like Chess, who at the age of 16, 17, 18 steps up to the stage and really fights and puts his heart and soul into a battle. When you have these grown men who are like running from a challenge, they're running from a rap battle. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't face a rap battle, I'd be scared to see what you can face in your real life.
Hey, Beasley.
You know
Beasley, I'm going to say some real shit, bro. Y'all got to put your fucking foot down, bro. All right? I'm tired of hearing about niggas is ducking. Like, these niggas don't, like, no offense. I understand your motto is the most respected league. They don't respect y'all. B Magic and Daylyt showed that shit. It's about time to start laying down the laws. I understand battle rap is grown. I understand, but you niggas are putting your heart. Hold on, Beasley. Y'all are putting in your time. Y'all are investing money. Y'all are promoting. Y'all are doing a little bit too much for these niggas to not really be showing y'all respect like that, bro. And we've been seeing this for the past 2 years. They've really been openly talking about this. Something got to change, bro.
Well, you look at it like this. Okay, so, you know, like, all right. So, like, you got B Magic, you got Daylyt, you got Young Gill. You know what I'm saying? Those are three guys that skipped out all on us. Now, those are the really the only people that skipped out on us out of like 7 years of battles not happening. I could count triple, quadruple the amount of skip outs on other leagues that of events that didn't happen. You know what I mean? But I know people look to us to do more because we're the leader and we're at the forefront of the culture. Well, I mean, like, I don't feel like, what do you do in that situation when somebody lives out of town? You know what I'm saying? Like, do I make a blog flipping out, getting angry, and then what are they gonna do? Chop it up on the internet, turn it into a song? It's all. We live in an age where like everything's a joke, everything's a meme until you see somebody face to face. Now, these are not situations where another grown man is taking my money and then standing in front of me. I'm not going to get my money back. Believe you when I tell you, in terms of putting the foot down, the foot will be placed upon someone's neck if I don't get my earnings. You know what I mean? But there's no need for me to assert that at every, you know what I mean? I know I'm going to I'm confident that my money will be returned. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that, I mean, Daylyt has already contacted me and told me that he'll return my money. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you. So I didn't even have to contact him. He contacted me and told me that he would return my money. So I have to trust in him that he's going to return my money. You know what I'm saying? Now, if there are situations where individuals who said they don't return my money, then we'll take it to the next step after that. You know what I'm saying? When the money's not returned. You know what I mean? But now, in terms of what the losses are of when someone doesn't show, there are some things that you lose, like confidence in your consumer, things that you have to build back. That's you know, that could be taxed, but at the same time, the majority of the matches that URL announces over the years, they happen. And if something happens that impedes them from taking place, we have a great track record of making up all the matches that we say we're going to do. Better than anybody in the city. You know what I mean? So I stand firm by that. But nobody has ever taken a coin from me that I've never gotten back. You know what I'm saying? And if someone does take a coin from anyone in our company, believe it will be returned. Something will happen. You know what I mean? But I mean, I don't have to assert that and make the threat even though, but I'm just saying that because you're asking the question, and I'm just making a clear understanding that we don't tolerate that. You know what I mean? Just because we're peaceful guys and we don't walk around saying, oh, I do this and I do that, or I know this, or I can make this happen, or I can do that happen. You know, we just conduct ourselves in a professional manner, and we just, you know, we take it, okay, cool, all right. You know, the fans make jokes, they make the memes, they do the stuff, oh, you got Rob ran off on the plug, blah, 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 blah. But you don't ever see anybody you don't see me or Smack or Chico getting muscled. You don't see nobody walking through my door for free. You don't see anybody, you know, getting crazy and taking money and not performing that night and posting up in the corner with their arms folded. Like, none of these things happen. You know what I mean? So I just want to be clear on that. We are sucker free.
But Beasley, I'm on some shit like this too though. Like, I don't think it's cool. Like, not just B Magic and Daylyt, but I don't think it's cool for any battle rapper to go to another league and not perform or choke all 3 rounds or you know what I'm saying, or not finish their material and then be on URL's biggest card. Not trying to throw like Surf under the bus. Right. Surf is still Surf, but I don't think a nigga should be able to go to King of the Dot, not have his 3 rounds ready, then go to another card and stumble and choke and then be on URL's biggest card and then show his ass and get busy. Like, I think it's a bad look for battle rap all around.
You're absolutely right. But see, now where this problem takes place is, and the double-edged sword of it is when I do contracts with people or I make people remain exclusive, we get badgered for it. Oh, you're trying to stop people from eating. Come on, URL. It's not fair. You're blocking battles. Then these guys get out of here on the road. They run around. They take checks. They battle. They don't take it seriously. They become unprepared. But then I'm already in a contract with them for an event for, 2 months down the line. They're battling in every league, every chicken house, every chicken shack, every small room, big, medium room, up and down the eastern seaboard. And then they return to where they have the contract. Now, I'm already out here promoting, pushing these battles. These guys are sneaking in one-rounders and doing weird shit, and then now I'm stuck with a card that I have to promote You know what I mean? So now what am I to do? You know, assume that, oh, man, I got to kick him off the card because he went to that other league last week. And vice versa. You know, if you know, somebody has a contract with Daylyt and Daylyt didn't show up, King of the Dot will probably be confident that, you know, he'll show up because, you know, that's their guy. That's their boy. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to show up for them. So that's not their responsibility for what he does to URL. Not to say that they, you know, have anything to do with it. It's not their fault. This is not their responsibility. It's my responsibility. So if I do that, I should have known not to book Daylyt. I should have stuck to what I originally said, which was not to book him. That was my original choice, and I didn't book him for years because of that. And everybody asked and pleaded and called into the blogs and the radio shows, you got to get him on, come on, man. And I went against what I believed, and this is the result. However, the only difference is I had a sucker-free contingency plan. So even though he didn't show up, him trolling and doing all of this hype is bringing excitement because now everyone wants to see the battle that replaced his match on N.o.m.e 6. And now we have two new rising stars who are performing at the highest level and giving people the bars that they want to see.
But see, I just feel like if y'all was on some shit where it's like, yo, not saying because when the card is locked in, y'all got to promote. I understand that. But I'm saying, like, before the cards is locked in, if y'all was on some shit where it's like, yo, you going over here and here to take a battle, yo, if you lose those battles, we can't have you on N.o.m.e. I know for a fact those niggas wouldn't go over there and just lose those battles if they knew, like, if I lose over here, I'm not going to be on N.o.m.e or I'm not going to be on Summer Madness. But niggas know they can just go lose and still be on.
Right, but sometimes it's not intentional. Sometimes they don't care because they feel like URL is the only stage that counts. You know what I mean? A lot of them will tell you that. Or sometimes they really go in with the intention of winning, but there's only so much, you know, mind or brain power that one may have to compete at that level. You know, so you can't write 3 rounds and battle here 2 weeks and then 2 weeks later do another one and a week later do a 1-rounder in Wichita, Kansas. You can't do it. That's not going to work every month after month, year after year. You're going to stumble at one point or another. So, you know, and then like what I said, you get the argument, the double-edged sword is then when I prevent these things, I'm blocking battles, I'm doing bad business. We're not thinking about the MC. Let them go get their money. You guys are haters. Then when you get these weird performances of these things that happen, then y'all get mad. But this is done for a reason because these guys get out here and they bite off more than they can chew, and then they can't perform. And then everybody gets angry when this happens. But this is the nature of the beast.
But Beasley, okay, I'm on YouTube this morning. I'm watching. Goods got an interview. Goods is saying, you know what I'm saying, he's saying he spoke to Clips on Friday, and Clips said he ain't had shit ready. If you see that interview with, like, I don't even see why anybody why y'all would book him again. It's Friday. Y'all event is on Sunday. Goods said he spoke to him on Friday, and Clips said he didn't have nothing ready yet.
Right.
I don't even think y'all should tolerate booking people. Not booking people like that. Like,
we had a multiple deal situation with Clips. You know what I'm saying? So he was already locked in. You know what I mean?
All right.
Multiple battle situations. Like I have a multiple situation with Sue Surf as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta, you know, it's business. You know what I mean? So sometimes these things happen, but this is why I've always been a strong advocate of trying to establish and harnessing my own talent. And this is why I don't like guys to do a million battles and go to other leagues. This is the exact reason why. And I think that if people got their little starting five in their own little groups and they were able to build them up on their own, then it would make sense because then you could go to each event and see different styles and different MCs on different platforms. You know what I mean? But when you have the same guys and we're all pulling from the same talent pool, it's like, Why do I need to go to New York to see this when I could see him over here in, northern Delaware? You know what I mean? What is the purpose? This is why, you know what I mean? We like our newer talent. We don't want them going anywhere. This is why we have contracts, and this is why we do business differently, because it doesn't. After a while, it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Other sports organizations, any other form of entertainment, you can't be on Def Jam and drop a single and then release your album on Atlantic Records. It just don't work that. You know what I mean? So any other industry protects its talent, and we just trying to do the same. Or else you get while we're on the phone having this debate right now. You get people getting frustrated with the performances. I'm losing my interest. These guys are not who they are standing up to be, the good guys that they are, because they're battling too much. It's plain and simple. You can't come up with all that material, rehearse it, and remember it, and show up with an effective performance. It's not going to work. Only a few people can do that. Very few. Maybe 4% of the culture can do that. You're going to burn out eventually. Or what happens is your performances are just mediocre across the board. You'll get through your rounds, but it won't be anything exciting. And they'll be in the Facebook group, posting your picture, talking about your downward spiral and how you fell off.
I mean that's true though. Well, I say that's real shit. I mean,
when I speak the truth, man, I only speak the truth, Cap. I'm just telling it like it is. I've been in this business for a long time. I've seen them come. I've seen them go. I see guys who have promised. They've turned into journeymen. They're just on a path to battle after battle after battle. They never rise in their price. They never elevate their profiles. They're the same guy until they just eventually fade out. The new guys come in and nobody shows respect to them, and then they're frustrated, and they think that they're entitled to certain things, certain matchups or whatever. They never have a chance to grow. I always tell them in the beginning, don't bounce around. Not gonna work. It doesn't work. You get people who get tired of seeing you. They don't want to they don't want to watch you. Even if you're good, they get angry. They get frustrated. This is why we do business the way that we do business. This is why we've been able to survive. Why we don't have exclusivity with everybody in the game. We do have exclusivity with a lot of MCs, at least for a certain amount of time, until they decide they really want to go shake out and make a move. And they go, and then they start doing a million battles, and then they lose, and their value plummets. And then they're coming back, and they want to get booked. If we don't book them, and then all of a sudden we're heels because we don't want to book them. But your value has diminished. I can't sell your name. I can't. It's still a business. You want to get paid. So,
B, you know what, B? You know what, B? That name shit got to stop, bro. That's another reason that's fucking everything up. Everything's debatable now. This whole top name shit. Like, last time he came on, you said he's Charlie Clips. Like, that got to stop. Shit like that really got to stop, bro. There's no point in you sitting here and giving Charlie Clips a pass but then being mad at Daylyt in all reality. Because Clips don't show
I didn't give anybody a pass.
No. I'm not saying you give him a pass. I'm just speaking genuine. I'm not even talking about you personally. But I mean, it's like we see Clips. He comes. He's not bringing it. Still getting booked. Period. I don't give a fuck if it's a sponsor. It doesn't even matter. He's still getting booked. So when you see other battlers and they see this, why would they go hard? You gotta really think about that. Why would I go hard if I know that you booking him for no? He's freestyling 3 rounds. Why go hard? It's a fucked up message, and it goes back to what Drizzy was saying. This message is wild right now because I'm gonna tell you as a fan, not angry fan, as a fan. Watch the video. I'll be honest with you.
You cutting out, bro.
Caps, you breaking up. Caps.
Blog out.
Cutting out, bro.
I really wish I had put a. Huh?
You was cutting out.
You was cutting out. Go ahead. Yeah.
I was saying, I really wish URL had put a blog up that said we are revamping URL because so much shit would make sense then. Daylyt is running around talking about, my fucking editing with my key battle. Like, do you have any thoughts on that?
Let me tell you this, though. Well, I'll come to that, but let me tell you this. You said we would have put something out saying, this is not about this We did that, and they crucified us for it. We said bars over names. We want tough matches. Everyone went crazy. Oh, you're disrespectful. The veterans. Oh, my gosh. This one, that one.
You know what, though, B?
They got so messed up. They got so mad at us for that shit. When Smack made that announcement, yo, I'm looking for the matchups when dudes is choking, only coming with one round, da-da-da. Everybody got furious at Smack for that.
You're right.
And so they can't do that. Like, they don't want to. People hold a lot of their favorite guys in high regard, and they become emotionally attached to them, and they don't want to face the harsh realities of when their favorite performer is not living up to standards. And then they don't want to own up to it. And then they say, oh, you should do this, or you should get new people, or you should do that, or you should do this. And then when you do it, they get mad at you. So it's like, it's a no, it doesn't win. But in terms of the Mike P situation, I mean, if you want to know, when that happened, yes, he did have the Kung Fu match. I definitely take responsibility for that. You know what I mean? I should make a remix called Kung Fu Mouth to get Daylyt back, make another song. But, he did have Kung Fu Mouth. That's unacceptable. There was another re-edited version of Mike P versus Daylyt. It's uploaded in my URL TV channel. Uploaded right now. I can send you a video right now, Cass. You can see it's uploaded on the 18th. There's no faking it. The battle for Mike P and him dropped on the 17th. The remix, re-edited version dropped on the 18th. One of the editors from my organization, my man P, and told him not to release the edited version because he wanted to see how many views he could garner from the original version that was released the day before. So we offered to take down that battle with some money and release the newer version. Daylyt said he did not want to leave it up, so we left it up. And I can show that the fully re-edited version is inside of our YouTube account. Now, why would we go to the trouble of re-editing the battle, re-uploading it? I could easily release the battle, add a commercial to it, and monetize on it again, on the same battle, and make money off it. I offered to take the other battle down and release the new one without the Kung Fu mouth. Basically, when I say Kung Fu mouth, it means that he was out of sync for 4 seconds. So basically, he was rapping, and, the words weren't matching the way that his lips were moving. But, we could have easily have taken it down, or we could have easily left it up, put a commercial on it. The video would have been different, and I could have monetized on the same battle twice. Didn't do that. The battle's sitting in there. I could release it tonight. If you wanted me to release it tonight, I could do it right now if I wanted to release, the edited version. But he asked for it not to be released. It's sitting right up there. You see the original release first, and then the fixed version the following day.
But Bees, you said it was a business, so it's just like man, fuck Daylyt and this whole my edited version. Like, Daylyt said he would come. You asked him straight up and down, yo, are you coming or not? If you're not coming, just keep it 100 and tell me.
Right. Did you see the text messages? Did you see the text messages?
Oh, my blog coming tomorrow and shit. I'm making everybody wait for my.
Oh, okay.
It's coming tomorrow.
Yo, bro, he had everything. He had a plane ticket. And listen, for those, if he's using that as his excuse, it's a sorry excuse. He took the battle and the deposit and the contract weeks after that battle was out. You know what I'm saying? So if it was that bad, you over here, or things was that the battle was really that disturbing mentally, you wouldn't accept the new battle. There would be no reason to do that. Now, unless you just had a plan of, I'm going to take the money and then do this elaborate song and get them back, you're not affecting me. It's not going to change anything with us. You know what I mean? If that's what you wanted to do, hey, that's a great marketing plan for you, and that's creative thinking. It's not battle rap. It's a great strategy. And, I commend you if you think that, you got over on us or whatever, or you tricked us or whatever, or your idea was to send us into peril. I don't see anyone complaining about him not coming to the show. Everyone is laughing. They're entertained by it. it's an antic. It's part of the show. You're still part of N.o.m.e, whether you realize it or not, because it's like a great gimmick in the gang. You know, it's like a real, it's like a court jester. It's like funny. It's like a joke. You know what I mean? It's like wrestling. You know what I mean? Like you got the Undertaker, then you got Paul Bear, and they knock his wig off and slam him on a table. You know what I mean? It's like a joke. You know what I mean? So I actually was able to laugh at the jokes this time because I thought the song was actually creative. I watched the video a couple of times. I was able to laugh at it because I didn't really lose from it. I gained from it. The only thing that was disappointing, as I said, is for the fans that really wanted to see this guy rap. I think that's unfortunate that they were cheated, and I think it's wrong for him to say, "Oh, I'm on tour, I don't care," or whatever. And these are the audience, the people that built you up. But now, because you get to go on tour for a couple of weeks, you don't care about the people that put you where you're at. So I think that's unfortunate. But in terms of him rapping or ever being on URL again, I'm indifferent. It doesn't affect me in one way or the other. I'm cool.
Yeah, but I mean, but
man, he shouldn't be on, man.
It got to be. It has to because you're the number one league, and you got to make sense that like, that's who y'all are. It has to.
Right. I mean, what? I don't have plans to book Daylyt next week. I don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not booking it. So we're not looking. You know what I'm saying? Like, at this point, I mean, I just want everybody to go check the song out. The shit is funny. You know what I'm saying? But more importantly, check out Av, check out Chess. That's the replacement battle. Those are the guys who weren't afraid of the big one. Got a kid who turned 18 years old, coming up from the PGs, standing in front of grown men, standing in front of a full audience of between 800 and 900 people. You know what I mean? Right, and it went off. You know what I mean? It really showed that he had the heart and the hunger to do this thing. You know? I think that's what we should be focused on, not what didn't happen.
Hold up, Bees. Hold up, Bees. We got some shit to talk about right now. I hate to digress, but yo, I see Smackflix is finally up and in effect.
Yes.
Wow.
It's a soft launch. You know what I'm saying? It's still new. We still have a bunch of more features to add to it, but that's a soft launch. So people can go on and download it right now and check it out and see the battles. And you see all the classic Smack DVD volumes in there. You got that with you while you're on the go. And then we're in the process of getting some new content. Smack can go into deeper details on it when he comes on the show. But yes, it is out. It's up. Everybody go download it. It's in the App Store. Support the movement, man. Let's go.
This Smackflix, it's officially out. I see it right now in the group. They're going to download it right now and all that. Like, okay. So I mean, are you worried about the state of battle rap? Are you not worried? Do you really? You know what? I really want to know. Do you really feel like you don't need other leagues? I really feel like y'all all together on some union type shit. Then like niggas will have to bring it. Like, is it that much pride between the other leagues that it's just like I want to fuck with y'all? Period.
What do you mean? Do I feel like I need what? What was the question?
Nah, I mean, I feel like if you, King of the Dot, RBE, Bullpen, et cetera, all had some type of sit down, not a sit down, like you don't need each other, but on some shit like, yo, if this nigga do this shit over here and don't prepare none of that shit, he can't just come to your league and like it never happened type shit. You know what I'm saying?
I just don't think I just don't think that anybody would do that, because I just think that the fans are so short-minded in terms of who they want to see. You know, they'll watch certain people, but they won't come out for everybody. You know what I mean? Whether people say there's a tier system or not, there's definitely people who sell more tickets than others, who have bigger profiles, bigger names. So at the end of the day, battle rap is a business. So nobody cares what somebody else does. Nobody cares if the distributor who drops the trucks off for Pepsi, you know, leaves all the, you know, when he drops off the shipments for Coca-Cola, he just leaves them in the middle of Harlem and lets people take 2 or 3 cases off the truck. No one's going to say that if they're making money and they're doing their thing. Nobody cares. Like there's guys that, like you said, like as soon as B Magic didn't show up and really didn't have a clear reason as to why he couldn't make it, you know, next day there was a league booking. You know what I mean? Get him over here.
It's mad corny. Mad corny.
Let's capitalize off the hype. let's bring them over here. Let's show, and, it's more so like to try to show, he didn't show up for URL, but he showed up for us. You know what I mean? But that's, it's typical. You know what I'm saying? You let it happen, But, I mean, that's what I see it as two things, though. Like, I see it as, yes, it is wrong when they don't show up, but I think guys are scared to go here. So they'll go to a smaller league because it doesn't mean as much when they lose. If you lose on URL, it's far worse. It's worse, man. The MCs will tell you themselves. You don't want to lose on URL, Smack. You don't want to get bodied in Irving Plaza. Not the place to lose. You could get, killed someplace else. It's cool. People might get on you, maybe on the radio show or whatever. You lose in front of, Drake and Derrick Rose and these dudes is laughing at you. It's crazy. Who wants that? You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants that to happen. So this is a different playing field over here. This is not the place where dudes want to lose. So either they take it very seriously or either they run for the mountains.
Man.
Realize they got in too deep. It's different when you're rhyming in front of 80 people or 800 people. It's a very big difference. You know what I'm saying?
That's real right there.
Sometimes these people think, these guys think that they can do it, man, and they can't. They get in that room and they freeze up, or they get ready to go and do the show, and they realize that 800 dudes are coming, their notifications are blowing up, people are saying you better win, you got angry fan on your ass, you better show up, you better not play, I'll be watching this one. And that level of excitement comes from one place. That's the one place you don't want to lose. So you're fake going to jail, or you had a family emergency, or you can't say my brother got hurt. That's the typical battle rap line. You know what I mean? To get out of it. I've heard them all. I've seen them.
Hey, Bees, are you tired of battle rap? A lot of people say the battle rap slows down. It's oversaturated. What are your honest thoughts on it when you look back and you see, being URL, you look like you see what's going on? Like, what are your honest thoughts?
My honest thoughts are, I'm not tired of battle rap. I love battle rap. I mean, I like it, but I like watching it on URL. I like the feeling in my building. I don't know about anyone else's building. The electricity that was in the building last night, pure hip-hop energy. Anybody that was in that building, they'll tell you.
Right.
That building is like no other. You know what I'm saying? But as far as what the game is, there's a lot of leagues. There's a lot of people doing it. But, I mean, there's two ways of looking at it. You know what I mean? I used to get frustrated and be like, yo, man, dudes, I can't even rock on my own shit. People copy. I do cartoons, artwork, and dudes do the cartoon artwork. I do release trailers. People call release trailers. I do this, I do that. I used to look at it like and get frustrated. But now I see it as a form of flattery. You know what I mean? We do something, people emulate it. You know what I mean? So there's other people in the world who like URL or like battle rap. So they say, you know what, I'd love to have battle rap in my town. And then they start a league, which is dope because it spreads and it builds the battle rap community. And then what happens is they say, you know what, we want to make it bigger. So the names with the main battle rap companies that are marketing these artists and putting them on these big platforms, they try to bring them to face their hometown hero in an attempt to bring more attention to their league, which is smart business. But what happens is some of them are not as polished, some of the battles are not as good, or some of the guys can't stand up to the established rappers. And after a while, it just begins to be repetitive, and it drives people crazy. And it's like, oh, man, I'm seeing this guy battle everywhere. He's getting check over here. He's doing this, he's doing that, he's doing this, he's doing that. And that's what people feel like it's oversaturated. But it's actually a love for the culture. It's just that everybody can't do it in the same way. And after a while, you see guys emulating other guys' style, rapping like someone else, and there's nothing original coming, so people get frustrated. But battle rap fans are the biggest critics. You know what I'm saying? We destroy and rip down our shit more than the outsiders who don't watch it. You know what I mean? You ask somebody to pay for something, they'd be like, I'm not paying for that. I'll bootleg the stream. Why would I buy the stream when I can see it for free? You know what I'm saying? I'm not paying for this. I can get on so-and-so. So if we don't want to buy or pay for anything, but we'll get our favorite mainstream rapper's album with 2 good songs on it. every year because we're conditioned to buy it. We'll force ourselves to like it. You watch one battle and it has one bad round, you're on Facebook destroying it, giving it the harsh criticism of how terrible it is and everything else. You know what I mean? So, but that's the culture, man. You know what I mean? 1 minute they with you, 1 minute they hate you.
So you know what? As far as you being in the culture for as long as you've been in it, like where would you like to see the culture actually going? If it's up to you.
If it's up to me, I want to see the culture. Well, I want to see URL in arenas. I want to see, giant stadium. Madison Square Garden. That's my dream. You know what I mean? To get it into like a big venue like that and have it really packed. I want to continue to develop it as a form of hip hop entertainment. I think battle rap has great promise. And I really want to see people continue to try to do their best and really take it seriously and have pride in it. You know what I mean? Even the artists that are in battle rap sometimes don't take pride in it. It's like they're ashamed to be battle rappers. And I guess that's just because the money is not all the way there yet. So I think once we can get into arenas or we can provide sponsorship opportunities or ways for these guys to really make money, or they can think of ways on their own to, monetize off of their profiles. And, you see these guys jumping out of Benzes and going into condos and, doing exciting stuff like that the average fan can look at it and be like, oh, these guys make money, so then they play support them. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with rap music. When it was underground, people looked down on it. I'm talking about even people in the urban community. Once rappers started to make money and millions and tour and drive fancy cars and everything, then it became okay. You know what I mean? It's like anything. It's like UFC. They looked at it as cockfighting or like some underground, savage type of a sport. But then once they legalized it and they had regulations and weight classes and rules, now it's the fastest growing sport. It just sold out and broke the box office records in the garden. And I believe that battle rap can be the same way for hip-hop. If the right doors are open, the right people believe.
Yeah, Beasley, I was actually there. I was in the building for the whole event. It was definitely a dope event, top to bottom, I thought. Good performances and all that, and it was good to
am I hyping it? Am I hyping it, though? Did you feel the energy in there? Was that energy crazy in that building? The energy's crazy.
Yeah, man. From start to finish, man, I thought, like, the crowd was definitely active and there to hear the shit. Like it was a good audience in there. But I thought, like, so when Av and Chess came out, everybody did go crazy. Like, when you was booking that battle, like, when you was putting that together just in case something happened or whatever, did you know that was going to be the battle of the night? Because I thought that actually was, like, the best battle, hands down, of the night.
I didn't know what to expect. I just was trying to give the fans something different that they wouldn't expect. You know what I mean? That's what I was trying to do. You know what I mean? I heard people saying, yo, Ab, you give him, he should deserve to be on there. You know what I mean? And what's crazy is that Ab really only had one battle this year. That was big.
Yeah.
One battle.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's, again, to show you how quickly his profile is growing off of one battle on URL. You got dudes out here battling every week that they're not as excited to see. He had one battle. You know what I mean? By the time the year is over, he'll have three. He has 3 good battles. That's all it takes. You know what I mean? So I think that it was dope. I was excited about it. I figured they would both show up because they both won it. And I got exactly, what we wanted, man. And I just think that I'm just glad that everything panned out the way that it did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Bees, I don't go left, but as far as there's a blog circulating right now with Smack where he announced that Hitman and Suge is not going to be on URL. What's going on with that?
Oh yeah, no, that's true. It's real. We've just been talking. You know what I mean? Like, we've done a lot of battles. You know what I mean? We've done a lot of big battles. I don't think there's any battles out there that we can't do. You know what I mean? But sometimes when lines get crossed and certain things are said, we ponder about what we're going to do with certain situations. And we had really a long time to book the battle, but, we we just felt like they started on URL, and you know we were going to try to finish it on URL. But then after a while, we just figured, you know what, man, this is just too stressful. It's too much trouble. It's too much negotiating, radio interviews. So we just said, you know what, man, let's just let it go, man. Like it feels better just to cleanse. Let it go. Let somebody else pick it up, do it. I'm pretty sure they can do a great bang-up job. Battle's already been promoted over here for 2-3 years or whatever the case may be. Now, all you have to do is just take it and use it and have it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that it's going to be a great battle. I'm going to show up to the battle as a fan. I'll be there watching it. I'm excited to see it. I think both of those guys are talented despite the differences that URL has had with Hitman. But I just think, you know, the situation just kind of went left when the negotiations were brought public. You know, I don't do public negotiations. Once you know, you're talking with somebody behind the scenes and you're bringing out numbers and information, this and that, it ruins it. Like, no one negotiates in front of the public. So after that, it just kind of put, you know, it just put like a bridge between us. You know, there's no negativity. We haven't spoken to Hitman since that time. We've never tried to acquire the battle again. We just kind of just left it hanging in the balance, and the people were kind of keeping it moving, and that N.o.m.e, people were asking about it. Oh, when is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? So Smacker was like, yo, man, if somebody asks me again, I'm just going to let them know what our private conversations are. And our private conversations are that we are just not interested in the battle. This is not a knock on either opponent. We think they're both talented. We think they're both good guys. We are just not interested in going through the whole, you know, negotiation thing of the battle and working it. You know, we can't have every battle. So this is a battle to anyone that wants to use it. We look forward, you know, to someone picking it up. I'm pretty sure they can get it for a cheaper price than what URL is going to get it for. Now the culture can see the battle. Everybody gets to see the battle that they want to see. You know what I mean? We're not holding it. I don't want to hear anyone say we're blocking it. We're walking away from it. We've relinquished it. And we hope that it comes out dope.
Walking away from it.
Yeah, we don't want it. We're not interested in it. You know what I'm saying? We wish it. I know that someone's going to pick it up and they're going to do a good job with it. It's just too big not to be good. You know what I mean? There's too much hype. They're going to show up and give their best. It just won't be on URL. Somebody else can host it. One of the other leagues can grab it.
Okay. Go ahead, Tony.
Because the energy is just not there. Like, we haven't communicated with Hitman. Like, we haven't spoken to Hitman since the summertime. Since the whole time when he came on the show.
But why? Why, though?
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, like, you know, he never called us. We never called him. It was never any beef. We don't hate him. There's no disrespect. You know, despite some of the things that he said about Smack, you know, I guess around the time of Born Legacy, or you bitch ass nigga and all this other shit, like, it just started to get too disrespectful. So it's like, at that point, it's like, you know, guys, we're all men. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, why, you know, if there's no line of respect, why hand out money? You know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure that he's not hurting for money, and that there's other leagues out there that will give him some money to do the battle. So, you know, we just figured, like, why are we, you know, everybody thinks that the battle's going to happen on URL. Smack just felt like, if we don't let it be known that we're not doing the battle, we're holding the battle back from the culture. So just release it, Bees, and let them know that we're not doing the battle. That way, other leagues have the opportunity to grab it. It can get done. People can watch it, enjoy it, and then we'll move on. You know, we have tons and tons of other matches to do. You know, we just had a great card, and we got some other great cards coming up, and just felt that it would just be better for us to walk away from it and do some other matches. And then, you know, now the fans get to see it. They're not mad at us or they're not expecting it to be on N.o.m.e 7 or, you know, Summer Madness 6. You know what I'm saying? And now it just feels like a big responsibility has been lifted off of my shoulders. I don't have to worry about anything with it. You know what I'm saying? So we're just happy about it. And, you know, I mean, we've known that we weren't going to do the battle. You know what I mean? That's why we never made an attempt to do it. We never called Hitman back after he came on the show. We have not spoken with him with regards to that matchup or even tried to call him. So, we just decided that we weren't doing it. But I guess Smack just felt the need just to let it be known when they asked him to get last night. So that's what it's about. But anybody that watches the battle, it's not negative. Don't turn it into some big snowball effect or whatever. We don't have beef. We're just not hosting the battle. But we'll definitely be there to watch it for whoever grabs it and picks it up.
Right. Beasley, I wanted to ask you about the announcement about the two, Summer Madnesses and everything like that, right? Like, that was a dope announcement. Mm-hmm. But I was wondering, before you made that announcement, you knew this card was coming up. I'm sure y'all was talking about this card and everything. Having this card, was there more pressure now because you like, okay, I'm going to do two of these, so this has to go right? Like, was it more pressure added with this card because you knew you was going to do two Summer Madnesses?
When you say this card, do you mean N.o.m.e 6?
Yeah, because I suspect, if you're going to do two of those, you're going to have those.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. This is the thing, right? Every card or every battle is not always going to be great. We've been fortunate to have some great Summer Madnesses. We have some okay Summer Madnesses. We have some trash Summer Madnesses. You know what I mean? It all depends. You know what I mean? Everybody has different expectations. We're held to a higher standard than others. You know what I mean? The reason why I like it is that I just feel like there's more slots opening up. There's more people who are hungry and interested in competing and that are bringing it. You know what I mean? So I think the way that this thing is panning out right now, it's just not about profiles. It's about just good battles. And that's what we have to get back to. Like last night, if you really look at the card, it was more so a N.o.m.e filled with newer people. It wasn't the traditional names that you're used to seeing. You know what I'm saying? And they were good battles. You know what I mean? I'm not, like I said, I want you guys to determine, what you think of the battles. I'm not going to say the classics or the best battles of the year, whatever the case may be. I thought they were good battles and I enjoyed them. But it's up to you guys to determine how good they are. You know what I mean? If you like them, you like them. Some you'll like, some you won't. But that's like with anything. Yeah. Nothing is perfect. We're not perfect. No basketball team or football team is perfect. You're going to have losses. You're going to have wins. You know what I mean? So do we want Summer Madness 6 and Summer Madness 7? I look to standing up to the challenge. I look to bringing up new names, new faces, new energy. I just want it to be about good battles. We have to change the theme of what Summer Madness is. There is no real top tier anymore. In my eyes, there's not people performing on a top tier level consistently to say that there is a top tier. People are holding on to images of the guys. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that let's just go for good matches. Everyone's going for these styles and holdbacks, and then your favorite rappers are disappointing you, but you're still putting them in these bubbles and these sections. You have to put people based on their present performances. And last night was a clear indication of where things are going. We had a lot of new guys showing up. Not saying that everybody was good. You know what I mean? And I'm not declaring a winner. I'm just saying there's a lot of new people that were showing up in that room, hanging in there, doing good jobs, whether you think they lost or won that lost check.
And that's your focus right now?
Well, my focus is just good matches. I'm not saying, we're done with veterans. We're not messing with the old. We had veterans on the card last night that were dope. Arsenal got busy last night. You know what I'm saying? The Briz Rothstein battle was fire. Arsenal was performing, doing some shit that I haven't seen in a while. I thought he was fire. You know what I mean? Like it was like he surfed. Everybody's giving him a hard time. You know what I'm saying? Because of what happened in the third. But them first 2 rounds was crazy. That first round of surf was fire. You know what I'm saying? I know when you see it, you'll see. You know what I mean? So it's like people are still out here performing and killing, in my opinion. But I mean, I'm just focused on, what's a good match. I don't care if you're a new guy and you're not performing, then you got to find somebody else. If you're an old guy and you're coming back and you're good, let's go. If you're an active veteran that never lost your profile and you performed every time you stepped up, that's great too.
Okay. I don't know. This shit is it's fucking. Go ahead, Tony, bro. You say?
Yeah, I just think now y'all definitely had a roster. I mean, I've been to the last couple of events or whatever. Like it was good to see them get on the stage, and you've been seeing the improvement, especially with people like Briz. Like I think Briz and T-Top have probably shown the most growth over the time period. But like, who did you think like impressed you the most? Like of all the people now that it's over, like who were you most impressed by? Or just surprised by?
I thought Briz Rothstein showed up really well last night, man. And I don't hear a lot of people talking about it. Like breath control, you know what I mean? His angle, his delivery, all of that stuff it's just been really improving. I thought he had a great showing last night. I thought T-Top was really getting in his bag too, you know. I thought Chef and I'm Av, because I never knew. You know, Av is just really good at ball. He just never moves when he raps. Stays in one place. You know what I mean? So it was good to see him actually moving around, getting the feel for that audience, stuff like that. So I thought all of them, I thought everybody good. I thought everybody had their moment. Okay. You know, whether you thought somebody won or lost, everybody had a moment where they were good. You know what I mean?
This shit got to be hard to really control all this shit from when niggas good to not good in the other leagues. You got to follow all this shit in reality, right?
It's tough. And then you're making a card and you're trying to book it, you know, and then when you're booking the card, the dude is telling you, like, you know, I got a 2-rounder in Oregon on the 21st, and after that, I'm good. You know, you're like, oh, my God. You know what I mean? Serious. So it gets tough, you know. But you got to monitor. You got to see what's good, what you like, who you think makes a good matchup. You know, not all the matchups. You know, people are saying, "Oh, well, that matchup doesn't make any sense." You know, even in the beginning with the N.o.m.e 6, some people are saying some of the matchups didn't make sense because there's no grudge, whatever. But you just got to go and make, you know, what you can that makes the most sense. Not everything's going to be a grudge match, and not everything is going to be, you know, like the days of old. You know, guys don't blog anymore either. That's another. People are too cool to blog. You know.
Yeah, Beasley. I actually wanted to touch on that with you, bro, because like I felt like I think they developing their own little rivalries in there. Like they have like their own little storylines going and stuff, the different factions and whatnot, and you starting to see a lot of people start to separate themselves. So I thought that was dope to see because they kind of setting it up for future matches. I don't know if you kind of like you like see the shots at other rappers and all that, right?
Yeah, I seen him call out a couple of people. You know, Chef called out a couple of people. And I think that we got to get back to a time when people, you know, would do these blogs and get at each other and make fun of each other. And that is part of the show. That's what makes you want to see the battle more. And I think now people are getting too cool, or they depend on us, or they rely on us to do the promotion. You know, they know that it's a machine already. And it's going to work. So they were like, well, what is the purpose in me even, you know, putting my energy into it? They're going to pick up the slack. But before, everybody was posting and going crazy, you know?
Let me ask you, Beasley, like, majority of the battle rap, like, back and forth is done on Facebook now. Like, they don't even have to make a blog no more. It's like everything is done on. If you want to get the latest news from battle rappers beefing, go to Facebook. Like, it's not even.
Right.
It's so digital
but, I mean,
now
I
that they don't even have to make
before, like they would like between each other they would talk more on Twitter and you know they would get back at each other. It would just, even though they say things on Facebook, it's usually in a group. Like they were putting stuff out to the world, you know, like the followers and stuff. So that's where like you lose a little bit of it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, man, one thing is for sure, I'm glad N.o.m.e came back. I'm glad it was a success. I'm glad it's two similarities in 2017. And, you know what I mean? Like, that's
you gotta let go. People gotta learn to let go of the past. You know what I'm saying? There was a time where all your favorite top-tier battle MCs battled on one night, and it was these big shows like Summer Madness, too. It's just that people have grown, and we're focused on the same guys. All those guys have a bigger personnel. They have demands. They want champagne and shoulder massages from, models. You know what I'm saying? And they want to stay in suites in the middle of Midtown, and these things are just expensive, and there's just no way to possibly do that again. You know what I mean? You can't do that, so you have to just go for what's hot. You know what I mean? Everybody's grown. Things change. You know what I mean? So, don't be afraid of change, man.
That's it, yo. I mean, I you know what? So, question: is URL totally revamping? Because what's going on with Twiz? Is he still on URL?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. Twiz did the N.o.m.e 6 trailer.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But we just have other people helping out so that we can get some stuff done. But Twiz just did some graphic work and stuff for the N.o.m.e 6 battles. So you'll see his work. And he did some of the Graham stuff that we did for N.o.m.e 6 as well.
Okay, I feel it. Man, great success, N.o.m.e 6, you know what I'm saying? Definitely appreciate you calling up, Beasley and shit. I'm going to get you back on the train, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on, Beasley.
Yeah,
hold on, Beasley. Hold on.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Hold on, Beasley. No, Thanksgiving, man. New York, URL always did a doubleheader, man. We getting a doubleheader on Thanksgiving, man. 2 battles.
Feed the streets, man.
Yo. Then now you'll have something. I'm gonna put out. I'll put out the Chess and Saga, and you're gonna get another battle. You'll see what that is.
Okay, doubleheader. Okay.
And then you'll have something from N.o.m.e 6 the following week. So it won't be this week because, we just shot last night, which is Sunday. Today's Monday. And we shot it in these crazy files that are huge. So, by the time we go into, an editing studio tomorrow, so by the time we bounce them down, look at them, get them all, and, we got, the new whole staff that we have hired to get them ready. So by the time we do all of that, to make it Thursday and put a trailer out and get the people excited, it would be kind of cutting it close. And I don't want to, sell any dreams from N.o.m.e 6, but I do have that Chess and that Saga battle, which is hot. I'm putting that out on Thanksgiving. You guys will get another battle from us on Thanksgiving. So you will have something to watch.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
We got the whole holiday trend. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool.
Yeah. Y'all sitting on a lot of work, man. I mean,
We really not, though. We got a lot of stuff out. The only thing that's left is Tech 9. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
But like I said before, people just feel there's some other battles left, like maybe Reaper Rel. There's 1 or 2 others. But remember, we shot about 14 battles that day, that weekend. So while there were other events that took place the same weekend, they had 7 battles, but we've gotten a good majority of those battles out. Some of them were PGs. We got maybe 1 or 2 PGs. There are 13 battles. So we got out the majority of them are out. The only one that's left is Chess, the Tech 9, the Reaper Rel joint, and Louise and the Daffy Green. And that's really about it. That's the only ones that we haven't released. So out of the 14, we got out about 9 to 10 of them. We also released 2 of the traffic battles. We got 1 more with DNA and KG. But we got most of the stuff out. You know what I'm saying? So it's just that, you know what it is? When you care about something a little bit more, it just seems long. There were other events that took place the same weekend, and those battles aren't out, but nobody's complaining. There's battles that there were battle events that came out a week later than we did, and they still haven't dropped all of the battles yet, but no one's complaining because it's not what people want to see like that. When you care about something more, you want to see it faster. So that's good. You know, it was annoying though. People were like, "Oh, you didn't drop anything," and you go back and you look at all the battles that came out. Oh, they did release a lot of them. But you still didn't drop this battle, man. It's been long enough. And, you know, but there's other battles, events that were taking place the same weekend, and they still haven't released all their battles. No one's saying anything about it.
Damn.
You know. So
that's I don't know, man. One thing I just know is that I hope you are well, like really, like fucking sad. They glad over this whole Daylyt shit, man. That's just really just that. You know what I'm saying? Glad
we're cool.
All right,
yeah, we're cool. We not. My thing is, you know, I don't want to, like, I know Cap's got his live dropping. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's coming.
Yeah, I don't want to, like, dwell on this thing for too long, because then it, like, kind of rewards him for not showing up. Like, he's getting everything he wants right now, and you got these little fans and groupies who are like, "Oh, he's the greatest! Oh, my Daylyt! Oh," you know what I'm saying? Going crazy, and, like, you know, and that's cool because it is entertaining. At the end of the day, whether he battles or doesn't battle, he's an entertaining character. You know what I'm saying? He makes some funny songs, he dances, he does all types of weird, different stuff that's entertaining to people. So it's an extension of battle rap in a sense. So while maybe he's not, you know, focused on being the best battle MC, he's just focused on getting attention and being entertaining. And he's a very entertaining. If anybody's around, check out his song called The No Show. He got a wild song getting that URL called The No Show. I think that shit is hot. You know, and all of our people that's against us, you know, they're like thinking like we're angry or upset about the song, but we're laughing about the shit. We're laughing about the song because it's like, the shit is just funny. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I would be probably more upset about. I should be upset. I know people saying, "Oh, you should be upset." He did do a no show, and that was wrong. After he specifically said he was going to come, but my thing is just to the fans who believed in him. I think that was wrong for him to let them down, but it didn't affect us one way or the other. And we got a great battle out of him not battling, so I'm able to like roll out of it unscathed. Whew.
Yeah.
Man. I don't know, man. This shit is crazy. I hope it really works out. That I know for sure. You know what I'm saying? But the social head's kind of nuts, though.
Cool. Let's do it.
You know what I'm saying? But yo, Bees, man, definitely appreciate you calling up. I'm saying I'm gonna get you back on soon, man. Can't wait. Hey, what's the schedule for these battles coming out?
Which ones? The N.o.m.e 6 battles?
Yeah, about how long? About a month?
Nah. Probably about not this week, the following week we want to have something out. So probably like not this Wednesday, but like next Wednesday.
Okay.
Like I said, we go in tomorrow. We have all the stuff. We got collected everything that we needed to collect, and we go into the editing process tomorrow. So I just wanted to give us enough time. I'm not going to put anything out over the weekend if no one's paying attention. I want them to get the highest views with the most emphasis, you know, so I want to do it during the week next week. I just think advertising and putting it out this week is cutting it super close. So that's why I didn't. You know, people are eating with their families. They're going to pick Thanksgiving dinner and all that stuff over, you know, over the battles. I mean, you know, so I just want to get them out.
That's the real. These maybe the people you calling up, you heard?
For sure, man. I appreciate you guys having me on, man. All right, and I look forward to dropping the battles. I'll be back on shortly. Hopefully we'll talk about those and see what you guys think about them. Hopefully y'all enjoy them.
Definitely. Hey, be safe, Beast.
All right, cool. We'll look out for that Chess and Saga on Thanksgiving.
Early.